Stetson Bennett getting it done, please, sir. Okay. I'll speak on Stetson Bennett. Let's talk about old Stetson. So much good and bad about this. What do you say, really? Guy's 5'11", 190 pounds, probably never going to go pro. He's just undersized. He does not have the game of his life tonight, but he had enough. This proved that you can win a national championship without a Heisman Trophy quarterback. This proved that a Heisman Trophy quarterback can still lose a national championship. And I'm not saying that he lost this game on his own. I'm not saying that. Cook did save the game. Stetson Bennett played with a lot of heart. He never gave up. There was times in this game when I gave up. Lord knows I gave up on Stetson Bennett 5 or 6 times. He throws for 224 yards. I mean, this isn't rocket science as far as that. He wasn't killing it. He didn't look great. He got sacked 5 times. I mean, you look at Georgia's rushing. Stetson Bennett was minus 24 yards. And there was a couple of times he took a sack, and I was like, good Lord, what are you doing? What are you doing? But Stetson Bennett didn't throw an interception. Now, he did throw a fumble, apparently. He did throw a fumble, but he didn't throw an interception. But here's the thing I'm going to say about Stetson Bennett, and then I'm going to leave it alone. Stetson Bennett grew up a dog from the time he was itty bitty. And this kid was a Dogs fan all his life. And he came to Georgia as a walk-on. And he didn't have a scholarship. Stetson Bennett never gave up. He went to JUCO to get more play time. Comes back to Georgia on a scholarship. Fights through and takes the job away from a 5-star quarterback who was the number 1 rated quarterback in the country, who came from California. Ain't nothing wrong with coming from California, but he grew up a Dogs fan. And even though the fans didn't want him, the fans were telling him, you should step down. You should step aside. You shouldn't be the quarterback at Georgia. You're not good enough. Takes Georgia to an undefeated season, to the SEC championship game. Georgia fans and the media are all saying Georgia can't win a national championship with Stetson Bennett. This man goes so far as to get a flip phone so he doesn't have to deal with social media, so he can focus on what he has to do. I was an advocate for getting rid of Stetson Bennett. And then I sat down and started looking at the stats. And I had to go, you know what? I might be wrong. Then Stetson Bennett goes out and plays an absolutely amazing game against Michigan, a Big Ten champion. A Big Ten champion that beat Ohio State and dismantled Iowa. He blew them out of the water. I said, okay. And at that point, it was Stetson Bennett. You know, you had to say, wow. So then Stetson Bennett comes into this game. First possession. First snap of the ball. Sack. Second possession. Delay game. Third snap. Scramble. Fumble. Fourth snap. Incomplete pass. And you're thinking to yourself, you're like, there is no way this guy's going to win a national championship. We have absolutely wasted this opportunity. I gave up on him again. Stetson Bennett didn't care. He's not good enough. I don't know how many times I said that to myself during this game. He's not good enough. He's not good enough. He's not going to be able to do this. I'm ashamed that I gave up on him like I did. Stetson, you can say what you want to about Stetson Bennett winning or not winning this game. He did what he needed to do. Not every quarterback has to be a Heisman winner. This kid grew up dreaming of winning a national championship at Georgia. I can't even name another quarterback that grew up being a fan of that school, starting as a walk-on, winning the job over one of the highest rated quarterback recruits in the country, and then winning a national championship in spite of all the fans. What a story. What a story. So, my apologies, Stetson. My apologies, sir. I never should have doubted you. The coaches got it right. And I couldn't be happier to be wrong. Could not be happier to be wrong. So thank you, Stetson Bennett, for proving all of us wrong. All of the doubters, all of the naysayers, all of the people that doubted the coaches. All of us owe you an apology, sir. And I'll be the first one. I apologize. Story of the year? No, sir. The story of Stetson Bennett will be in the annals of college football lore for eons. What a great story. That'll be ESPN 30 for 30 in no time. Bama players got hurt. Georgia had players hurt too. In college football, it's next man up. That's why they give you as many scholarships as they do. Got to play what you got, man. Got to play what you got. Stetson getting a statue. Stetson is getting a statue.